Hello, I'm JJ O'Brien. Today I'm going to be talking about positive thinking. I'm going to show you a way of really strengthening positive thinking by using positive emotional emphasis. For time immemorial, every culture has been aware of the power of thought. My personal favorite comes from China. Beware of your thoughts, they will come true. If you think positively, then positive things will happen. If you think negatively, then negative things will happen. But remember that your mind and your thoughts are influenced by emotion, and you need to have the correct emotional emphasis on your thought structure for positive thinking to be more effective. So how do you think positively? Keep the negative out and maintain the positive thought patterns. Start by eliminating the negative and making sure that you have the correct emotional emphasis on the key words. For example, I taught my children how to ride a bike in about an hour by using emotional emphasis and positive thinking. It's scary for a parent to let a child off on a two-wheel bike on a hard road surface for the first time because you don't want them to fall and injure themselves. But I never mentioned the word fall because I knew that I would have said the word with my own emotional emphasis of fear. That's because I was fearful that they would fall and hurt themselves. And this would have been projected in the tone of my voice. Notice the tone of the words, because I don't want them to fall and injure themselves. When you have emotional emphasis on a word, then the subconscious will often only hear that word, and if there is a negative connotation, it will respond to the negative before the positive. In this case, the children would only have heard the word fall, and inevitably they would have fallen over. So instead, I asked them to stay upright. Upright felt like a solid and positive piece of advice. Stay upright, lean back slightly to get a good balance. And as it progressed, I even felt more solid and upright myself. And we all had a hugely positive experience, all because I changed the emotional emphasis from don't fall, a fear-based word, to stay upright, a solid and positive word. The result is that my children have and continue to have a positive thought structure surrounding cycling a bike. For positive thinking, make sure that you have the correct emotional emphasis on your thought structure. Examine your own sentences and identify any areas that contain a negative and turn it into a positive. For instance, if you are showing somebody that you have something that you have created, let's say a piece of writing, and you say, "Oh, you probably won't like this," then people probably won't like it, as you are projecting a negative thought structure by saying "won't like it." But if you change that sentence to, "This is my work to date, it's raw, but I would like to hear your thoughts on it." You're asking the same question, but you are projecting a positive thinking instead of negative thinking. In the first sentence, the emotional emphasis was on the words "won't," and this is a negative message. And in the second, the emotional emphasis was on "like." By putting the emotional emphasis on the word "like," you are sending a positive message to yourself and to everyone else. The key to positive thinking is positive emotional emphasis.